everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of girls high school basketball. It's a border battle between the Bengals and the Cardinals, and we have all the action for you live on CTN. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, just glad to see the girls back in action. Had to take a couple weeks off because of a COVID positive test, but now back into it. Got their first win and coming in off their first victory.
Yeah, they beat Armstrong in overtime, where they outscored them 10-1 in that final overtime period. And again, this is just their fourth game of the year. As you mentioned, they had a break and an opportunity to play a Blaine team that comes in at 3-4. Two of those four losses were to Centennial, the number 4 team.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. They're playing pretty well. They got 4 girls that are averaging double digits in points. So they've got a lot of different weapons that the Cardinals are going to have to be concerned about.
Yeah, they do, and you take a look at Jade Bryant, and she's not the leading scorer on this team, but what she is she's a leader. She's very consistent on the court. Had 6 threes against Centennial in that first loss. She makes the 2 leading scorers, Imdyke and Ray. I can't think of her name. I apologize, but she makes their leading scorers better because she distributes the ball. She leads on the court, and she's really a good player.
Well, the Cardinals' depth is being tested as well. Nicole Post is out for an undetermined amount of time with a lower body injury. But Jenny and Tombwe having a great start to the season, coming off another 20-point performance in that win over Armstrong, and looking to lead the way both on the boards and in the scoring.
Yeah, Post really turned her ankle in practice yesterday. So Coach Wico said she'll probably miss a week. She'll probably miss the rest of this week and should be okay for next. But Jenny's got to pick up a little bit of that slack. Part of the game plan for Coach Bruce Doohan was that he wanted to avoid getting in a contest with those bigs. Well, now one of those bigs is out for tonight. They love to run the ball. They're going to try and push the ball. They're going to try and pressure Coon Rapids all night long.
Well, Coon Rapids looking for a fast start. Their first couple of games against Park Center and then Anoka just dug themselves big holes in the first half and then it played really well in the second. Able to put it together, get a victory against Armstrong. Now looking for at least a strong start here against the Blaine Bengals. They have the home court, and you can throw the records out the window when these two teams meet. The Cardinals and the Bengals take the court next on CTN.
In order for us to continue participating in athletics and activities,
we need to work together.
Wash your hands often, especially when you're in public areas.
If you're sick, stay home.
Stay at least 6 feet away from other people, and do not hang out in groups.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask or use a cloth face covering.
Help keep us in the game.
Please practice health and safety protocols so we can keep doing what we love. Mask up, Rebels.
Tornadoes.
Cardinals. Bengals.
Huskies. Mask up, Anoka Henderson.
Well, even without Nicole Post, the Cardinals still bring some size to the inside game with Ntombwe and Ella Georgie. You add Nicole Post into the mix, and it's really a daunting lineup to look at from the other side. They have 3 bigs like that that can all be in the paints at the same time. But Coon Rapids will have to do without. And Nicole relegated to the role of cheerleader. But I'm sure she'll fill that role nicely and try and help her team to a big emotional win. This would be a huge emotional win for the Coon Rapids Cardinals early in the season. The good news is they are trying to reschedule all 4 of the games that they missed during their 10-day quarantine.
They saw the 2 head coaches, Chris Bruce doing for Blaine and Tom Wico for the Cardinals, and Madison Haney was the young lady that I was trying to stumble out of my mouth. I couldn't get it out, but she's scores about 11 points a game. She's one of the better players for the Bengals. Number 10. Keep your eye on her.
Ella Georgie wins the tip, and Latasia Franklin didn't really even try. She knew she was. She gives up about 6 inches. Open look for Severson goes over the top of the rim, and no one able to control the rebound. Out of bounds, and Blaine must have got a fingertip on it because it'll be Coon Rapids basketball.
Well, Galala was held too coming on. They didn't call anything.
Short jump shot for Georgie won't fall. Haney gets it up court quickly, backing out and taking the thought about the three was Bryant. Haney will kick it out to the far side. Imdyke will take the three. That's off the mark. Franklin with the rebound. Back out. Three-pointer for Bryant is good.
She's very good from three. We talked about 6 against Centennial, 8 3-pointers in the 2 games against the Cougars. And the key for the Cardinals is that when they miss that first shot to the Bengals, they've got to use their size to get the rebound.
Tom trying to look underneath. A good comeback steal by Jade Bryant. Allison Terry will try the left side. Poked away by Rowan Tom. Controlled by Ntambwe. And now Benny Kalala into the front court. Tom in the corner. Faces up against Terry. Up top, Ntambwe around to Severson. She'll try the middle, give it back out, and Ntambwe driving. That one won't fall. Franklin had the rebound and lost it off a teammate's foot and out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, an unfortunate situation for Franklin as she had that rebound, just lost the handle. Keeping the ball in the possession of Coon Rapids.
Inbound goes up top, and Ntambwe to Kalala on the right side, inside to Georgie, dribbles into the middle and scores. First points of the night for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Georgie comes in averaging about 7 points, and they really need, with Nicole Post out of the lineup, they need a big night from her.
Terry will put it on the floor, drive baseline, kick it out to Haney on the left side. Back up top, Imdyke will give it back to Franklin. Over the top, knocked away out of bounds by Ntambwe.
Yeah, Jenny playing good defense, got a hand on the basketball, forces the Bengals to reset. Oh, they're going to say it went off of Blaine.
They discuss it, and
yep.
Apparently Franklin got a piece of it after the deflection. And it'll be Coon Rapids basketball, so even better defense.
I call Franklin. Yeah.
Bit of a hold as Ntambwe tried to get into the paint.
The Bengals play really a 4-guard, 1-forward offense, and Franklin being that forward. But again, they like the pressure. They like to move the ball up and down the court.
Inbound, Tom, a three-pointer is off the top of the backboard. Rebound deflected out of bounds. It'll be Blaine basketball.
Blaine with the early 3-2 lead.
Terry right side. Franklin looks back to the middle, hands off. Imdyke for three. That won't fall. Georgie the long rebound for Coon Rapids. Trying to push the place. Rowan Tom cutting into the middle, lost the handle as she went up. Slowing things down is Jade Bryant, and across midcourt comes Allison Terry. Terry right side for Franklin. Watched by Severson, puts it on the floor. Imdyke up top. Right side, Haney thought about the shot, will take the second one. That one's off the mark. Rebound finally controlled by Rowan Tom. Tom up court, Georgie behind the defense. And that shot's gonna come up short, and Ntambwe will take it back and give Coon Rapids its first lead of the night.
Well, that's kind of hustle we've seen all season from Jenny and Ntambwe. Again, she follows the miss by Georgie, makes sure she gets the bucket.
Three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Rebound controlled by Ntambwe, got it to Kalala. This one lost out off of the foot of Benny Kalala.
Well, Kalala tried to make some space for herself down the lane and just lost the handle on it. And then, as you mentioned, went off the foot. Reagan Van Slooten coming in for the Bengals. She's a sophomore. Bengals have a couple of really nice sophomore players that come off the bench. Van Slooten, one of them, she's a tremendous defender.
Imdyke on the left side. And a hold away from the ball. Going to be called against Benny Kalala, trying to slow down Latasia Franklin.
That'll be her first, team first.
Imdyke up top, Franklin. Imdyke, right side. Kalala got a hand on it. Imdyke able to get it back for Allison Terry. Terry with the left hand. Out to Franklin on the left wing. Franklin will put it on the floor. Can't find room in the paint. Back up top to Terry. And the Bengals will reset the offense. Neither team able to establish really any kind of flow early in this game. Coon Rapids doing a nice job of being aggressive defensively. Terry, the shot that misses everything. Georgie with the rebound.
Well, and the Bengals coming off a 21-point loss at the hands of Champlin Park last week, and they want to play a little better here tonight.
A loss in the exchange, but say a deflected ball, so no backcourt violation. That pass a little too tall for Ella Georgie. Recovering is Franklin, pushing it up court. Van Sluten blocked away by Ntambwe. Out of bounds to the Bengals.
Molly Garber is another one of those sophomores that comes off the bench early for the Bengals. She's got extremely good length, according to Coach Bruce Doohan.
Underneath, Imdyke turns and scores.
Oh, nice job. Imdyke just cuts underneath the basket, and they find her for the easy one.
Long pass, Georgie, back door. No foul as Ntambwe misses. And then a quick steal, turn around and score for Rowan Tom.
Yeah, nice way to react to that basket underneath, come back and score.
Van Sluten, a little pump fake inside, blocked by Georgie, recovered by Ntambwe, and slowed by Kalala. Rowan Tom up top, gets it to Kalala. Her drive rolls off the top of the rim, and back the other way comes Van Sluten to Garber. Garber gets around the defense and scores with the left hand.
Yeah, again, Garber, we talked about a sophomore. She's very, very active underneath, as you saw there. Getting good minutes on this varsity squad.
That pass deflected, taken away by Imdyke. Imdyke crosses over into the front court, will stop and take the three, and she'll knock it down. A 10-6 lead for Blaine.
Yeah, Coach Rico a little frustrated in that situation, as Blaine's going to apply some pressure.
Georgie cross court, again deflected and stolen by Imdyke. Up court through the hands of Van Sluten and out of bounds, and then a turnover back to the Cardinals.
Well, you see what the Bengals like to do in transition basketball. Once they get the turnover, they want to run down court. As the Cardinals are going to call the timeout here with 11:49 remaining in the first half and a 4-point deficit at 10-6.
Well, and the Bengals making a couple more substitutions relatively early, as we're going to see Haney come back in, along with first action of the night for Annika Schloman and Ava Meglin, who at 6 foot, she and Haney, the only 6-footers on the team, or on the roster anyway, for the Blaine Bengals.
Now again, they're not a team that's gonna fight you underneath the boards. They're a team that's going to be active. They're going to move the ball around the perimeter, and they're going to look for those open shots. They want to continue to play fast here this evening, and where they've done so early on.
Boys hockey team hosting the Blaine Bengals as well right now. Down early 3-0. Being outshot 16-3 in the opening period.
That's tough.
Not sure how much time remains. Well, a couple of times Cardinals had trouble getting it in. They do again, and this shot off the mark for Meglin, and then the rebound out of bounds off the Bengals. So a fortunate recovery for the Cardinals, because the Blaine pressure has made it a little difficult for the Cardinals to get it in play a couple of different times. And there's Van Sluten get a hand in, and the steal drives around Rowan Tom. Shot wouldn't fall. She got her own rebound, which, because it didn't hit the rim, I thought made it traveling, but apparently not. Or a double dribble. Van Sluten, a three-pointer. That won't go. The rebound by Georgie.
Well, you saw the good defense by Van Sluten there on that steal, and she was able to, unfortunately, not able to get the basket, but the young sophomore making things happen.
And Van Sluten, another steal, and then blocked away out of bounds and right off the camera tripod, and our official coming in to lend a much-needed hand. Just don't touch the lens, sir. Just don't touch the lens itself. The outside, it's all right. All right, there you go.
There you go.
We appreciate the assistance. Because this one, just right at the camera leg, and we're using the
having a little issue getting that back
we're using
situated.
the carbon fiber camera tripods, which are far less weight, easier to set up, not so easy to stay together apparently. We're going to lose that low angle shot for a little bit.
Yeah, we got
back to action. That pass a little too high, recovered by Meglin up top. Here's Haney off the dribble, picked it up. Right side for Van Sluten. Schloman works it around. Haney for three. That's well off the mark, and wisely letting it go out of bounds is Georgie.
Well, Cardinals, again, trying to early on, keeping this thing close. Just down by 4. He's getting a little assistance here. Getting our tripod back working.
Cardinals work the perimeter. Sid Kerr in the corner. Inside to Georgie. She was being held by Meglin, and that'll be foul number 2 against the Bengals. Neither team, only 3 total fouls through the first almost 8 minutes.
Pretty clean so far.
7.5 minutes left in the boys hockey first period. Three-pointer for Rowan Tom cuts the lead to 1.
And that's what the Cardinals needed. They were a little stagnant on offense for a bit, but the big 3-point gets them back to just behind by 1.
Finding some open room and getting the shot off was Garber, but on the rebound, a foul. And as soon as I open my big mouth about the fouls,
they start happening. Here they go.
Here they go. Oh, that's going to be called against Meglin. I thought that was
her second, team third.
Thought it was going to be a Coon Rapids foul, perhaps, but Cardinals will definitely take that. And after 2 quick fouls, Meglin on the bench. The softball pass from Sid Kerr down court, stopping up is Kalala, trying to work through a double team. Now kicks it out. The shot by Severson off the mark, tracked down by Imdyke on the near side. I can't say near and far side correctly because the cameras are on the far side. It's all backwards. If I look at my monitor, they're moving the wrong way. Good steal by Kalala, and then snapped it between the legs to Kerr, and then she's double teamed. The Bengals gain control. Thought that went out off of the Bengals, but it'll be Blaine ball. And Van Sluten, some really solid minutes for the sophomore.
Yeah, Coach Bruce Doohan just raved about her today, today when I spoke to him.
I mean, no points, but some solid plays.
Couple of steals.
In there. Haney trying to find room in the lane, instead kicks it out. Garber nearly got stripped, able to kick it back out. 3-pointer by Imdyke is good.
Again, doing a good job of working the ball around the perimeter. Imdyke able to drop it. And again, pressure by the Bengals.
And a pass a little behind Sid Kerr. Imdyke jumps on it, misses the shot. The rebound by Terry. Bryant. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
They'll call this one on Severson. It'll be just the second team foul. Severson's first.
And Bryant's first is off the mark. Definitely miss the student fan base when it comes to visitor free throws.
Absolutely.
It gets dead silent in here for the opposition. Saw the same thing against Park Center. Jade Bryant able to hit 1 of 2, back to a 4-point lead.
And turnover by the Cardinals.
And the full court pressure from the Bengals is definitely causing the Cardinals some fits, both inbounding and moving the ball up the floor.
Yeah, Coach Week will have to make some adjustments to that as this game continues.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Imdyke plays some club ball with Nicole Post and Ella Georgie.
Yeah.
The purple shoes, man.
I like the purple shoes.
Oh, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But I think that's a club basketball thing. Lane violation will get the Cardinals the ball right back. There they are. Those are Ella's purple shoes. Imdyke's sporting the same pair. And Nicole Post has a pair as well. Nice recovery by Kalala, feeds Ntambwe in the paint, and she scores.
Yeah, and
they need to get her going.
They do. Benny's such a smart player and able to just drive underneath and open that opportunity for Ntambwe.
Well, and a great job of following the play and getting the loose ball. Imdyke had to back up. That shot still won't go, and now Kalala down on the ground, grabbing her ankle. The three-pointer from Haney is good. And that is a worrisome thing as Kalala has missed parts of the last couple of years with lower body injuries, and she's such an important piece of the puzzle for the Blaine Bengals.
Yeah, they can ill afford to lose her, and we certainly hope it's not too serious. We'll see if we can see it there. Oh, she just turned it. She turned the ankle. Oh, that's not good. I mean, she just moved on the court. I think she's gonna. Oh, she seems to be okay. She's putting weight on it. Glad to see that. She's gonna walk it off. She'll be back in.
Can certainly only hope so.
Yeah, she
well, I'm seeing a center ice face-off in the boys hockey game. I'm going to guess that means someone scored.
That's probably a good idea.
It's
good guess anyway.
Yeah. It's unfortunately, most likely the visitors at the Crick. Well, let's hope that Benny's okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, the important piece of this team and one of their senior leaders.
Yeah, absolutely.
Senior captains and
good ball handler. Smart.
The class of 2021 has endured so much with the virus, and this team in particular having gotten back into action, and then, a week and a half into it, they have to shut down again.
Yeah, she's getting that
now
ankle wrapped.
4 minutes left with 4 minutes, or 4-0 now, Blaine Bengals with 4 minutes left in the first period. Driving the baseline was Terry, but either stepped on the line. I'm not sure if she stepped on the line or bounced the pass on the line, but either way, a turnover back to Coon Rapids, and then Ntambwe took her eyes off the ball before accepting the inbound, and both coaches just have to be pulling out their hair. Oh, wait.
They did that already.
Way too many turnovers for both coaches early in this game, guaranteed. And still, neither team has found any kind of rhythm.
Nope.
A 6-point lead for the Bengals. The lead is biggest lead for either team. A chance for the 3-point for Bryant won't go. Terry able to recover the rebound, and Blaine resets the offense. And Ntambwe got a hand in on it, but then kicked it.
Yep.
Nearly had the steal. Instead, it will stay with the Bengals.
No,
as they inbound.
I guess I guess the Bengals kicked it.
Oh. It's a good thing we have referees that watch the game.
Again, tough pressure by the Bengals. They're going to back off here now.
Rowan Tom trying to find some room, gets it to Georgie in the high post. Rowan Tom left side. Will pick and roll. Georgie had it swatted away by Imdyke. Good anticipation. Coon Rapids will keep the ball.
Hey, pick the picker here. Hey, AT's going out to the corner, right? Head quick, get to the corner.
6:37 remaining in this opening half. 17-11, low-scoring game so far.
Well, and again, as I mentioned earlier, you know, Coon Rapids' first couple of games this year, really slow starts in the first half and got themselves big holes to try and dig out of. You know, here they've had a really slow start, but the hole, at least as of right now, not too big. Sid Care's three-pointers off the mark. Severson recovers. Her shot won't go either. The rebound by Terry.
Tough shot by Severson. She had a couple of defenders on her. She would have been better off just bringing it back out.
Three-pointer for Bryant. Hard off the iron. The rebound by Garber. Haney for three, and she hits it.
Madison Haney, good position, and she didn't waste any time to let that ball go. 9-point lead for the Bengals.
She's hit back-to-back three-pointers and has helped stretch this lead to 9. Drive by Severson, rolls off the iron, back the other way comes Imdyke. It's Garber with her, blocked away out of bounds by Ntambwe. Not keeping track, but Jenny's got to have 3 blocks at least already in this first half.
Absolutely. Van Sluten and Franklin coming back in for the Bengals.
Looks like Benny Kalala ready to check back in.
Good to see.
Van Sluten steps up, baseline jumper is good.
Yeah, it's pretty. Just put a little arc up over in Tomway and able to get the bucket. 11-point lead now. Turnover by the Cardinals. Kalala, as you mentioned, back in the ball game for Coon Rapids.
And that's great.
Absolutely.
News. Not only for this game, but beyond.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Imdyke will bring it back up top. Van Sluten. Good little fake for Bryant and a good reach in by Kalala to knock it off and knock it away. Bengals will keep the ball.
Well, apparently our tripod has seen better days and no longer
We've
working order.
Abandoned hope, and it's over the shoulder from the low angle at the south end of the gymnasium. I suppose that's actually the west end.
West end.
Another three-pointer, this one for Annika Schloman. And all of a sudden, that lead has ballooned to 14 points. Well, the Cardinals scored. Boys hockey.
All right.
Trailing 5-1. Less than a minute to go in that first period. Shot for Georgie, rolls off the top. Imdyke thought about it, a little pump fake. Van Sluten drive into the baseline. She's fouled by Georgie and will go to the line to shoot 2.
So that'll be the first on Georgie, just the third on Coon Rapids. Just 3 team fouls for either squad. So it's been a relatively cleanly played game here in the first half. Turnover-wise, not so much, but.
6-1. 38 seconds left.
Ooh.
Shots are 28-5.
Yikes. That's not good.
Schloman misses them both. Cardinals quickly to the other end. And Imdyke's going to be called for the bump on Kalala as they tried to work the give and go.
That'll be her first. Team 4th.
You can put the
That's a turnover.
on Tom will hop, and that's a travel.
Yes.
Now you can put the limited fouls in the positive basket for both teams.
Yep.
Numerous turnovers in the negative basket for both teams. A little big hole in the middle, but Georgie able to get the block on Davis or on Bryant from behind. Franklin, sorry. It's one of those names: Franklin, William, Davis, Barry, Terry, Schloman.
The law firm of. That's going to be a foul on the Bengals and Tomboy to the line. That's Haney's first foul, team 5th.
Trying to stop an 11-0 run for the Bengals here late in the first period. 30-6 shots on goal. 30 shots on goal in one period.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's on pace to put 90 shots on. Back to basketball.
Yes.
It's a little better story here. Van Sluten on the baseline. Can't get this one to fall. Rebound out off of the Bengals. And the Cardinals will get the ball.
And even with that 14-point lead, you're seeing pressure again. Another turnover by the Cardinals.
Pass went right through the hands of Rowan Tom. The bank shot won't fall for Haney. Georgie quickly at court, and Tomboy on the breakaway, able to get it home.
That's 6 points for Jenny here in the first half. 6 of the 13 points for the Cardinals.
Haney for 3. That one rattles in and out, and Tomboy a good rebound. She's got Rowan Tom with her. Drives the length, gets the foul on Haney, and will go to the line and shoot 2.
That'll be Haney's second, team 6th. And free throws for Coon Rapids, very important in this situation, trailing by a dozen.
And the free throw troubles continue. 3 straight misses for Ntombwe. Trailing by a dozen. Just under 3 minutes to go, able to hit that one. Imdyke left side for Van Sluten. Schloman into the corner. Imdyke finding her way into the middle, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Betty Kalala takes the charge.
And she did a good job stepping up defensively.
She's had a rough first
She
half.
has.
grabbing her elbow as she comes up.
Hurt the ankle.
She hits the floor pretty hard.
Yeah. She's tough. She's tough and she hustles.
Rowan Tom, double team coming. Full court pressure, able to force it through to Severson. Severson back to Rowan Tom.
Over and back. Ouch.
She almost had it. It was a good thought to go behind the back, just a little too tight to the line. She almost pulled it off, but bounced it right on the line there. You see it just on the line. Garber's shot won't fall. Rebound out of bounds. Knocked away by Schloman, so it'll be Coon Rapids basketball with 2:11 to play in the first half. Kalala kicks it out. Tom for three from the corner. That's off the side of the backboard and out of bounds.
Yeah, that looked ugly coming off her hand. And she had an open look.
That pass was just kind of thrown
Yeah.
up. Van Sluten steps up, 10-footer won't fall. Good rebound inside by Allison Terry. Back out, a three-pointer for Schloman is good.
Yeah, again, just nice job of getting that rebound and then finding Schloman. And she drops it. 14-point lead for the Bengals. Almost another
Nearly
turnover.
another steal. Georgie for three from the corner. That won't fall. Easy rebound. Schloman ahead to Davis. Davis backs up. Franklin. Latasia. I'm just going to stay with Latasia.
That was a walk.
And it was. Call on Reagan Van Sluten. Getting that full court pressure. The Cardinals able to pass through it. Kalala into the corner. Tom to Georgie. The turnaround shot wouldn't fall. Garber up court. Sluten blocked away by Ntambwe, out of bounds again. Just under a minute remaining in the opening half.
Yeah, you're not gonna make any hay underneath the basket when Jenny Ntambwe is right on your back. You know, we've counted at least 4 blocks now.
Inbound up top. Garber will hand off there for Terry. Terry lost the handle, able to recover before it goes out of bounds. Inside pass taken away by Severson.
A nice defensive play by Severson. She stepped right in that passing lane.
The pass knocked away by Van Sluten, out of bounds. Cardinals will keep it.
Well, you can see why Coach Bruce Stewart really likes her effort on the court, the sophomore in Van Sluten.
She's long too.
Yeah, she's long, and she's just a really good defender.
Into the final 15. Kalala kicks it out. Severson for three. That one's good.
And they needed that. Well, still an 11-point lead, but they needed something positive to happen on the scoreboard before the end of this half. And now Benny's going to pick up a foul.
And it is going to be a shooting foul because they are in the bonus.
No, that's just their 4th team foul. Oh, they're
I was looking at the wrong side.
Yeah.
Oh, they
called it.
Whistle blew,
yeah.
Blew for a carry?
Yeah, I think they called it a carry.
Inbound, trying to get it to Ntambwe. The Bengals interrupt it. Bryant got a hand on it, thrown down court by Garber, and the Bengals will take an 11-point lead to the locker room. 28-17 the score at the half. We'll take a break, come back with first half highlights after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of girls high school basketball. Winston, nice hands, drives and scores. Back at the barn, Blaine up 28-17. After a slow first half, especially the first 7 or 8 minutes, neither team getting much flow at all. Blaine Bengals have hit a fair few from beyond the arc. They have 6 3-pointers So 18 of their 28 points coming from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 7. So 21 of their 28.
And the Cardinals are going to have to figure out how to avoid that pressure that the Bengals are putting on. A lot of turnovers, but really by both teams, but more by the Cardinals.
Well, and the problems they were having with the inbound and getting it up court has got to be something that they address in the second half. They have played better in the second half just about all season long. Again, only game number 4 for the team that had to take the pause. But they definitely need to have a little bit better half in the scoring department.
A push on Kalala. That would be her second.
Inbound goes up top to Franklin. She'll hand it off to Haney. Bryant, little pump fake, backs out. Kicks it back out to Franklin. Imdyke will take the 3. That one's off the mark. Kalala able to tip the rebound to herself in the corner. Just kind of tipped it over the head of Allison Terry and then able to gain control. Coon Rapids trying to set up on offense.
Yeah, good hustle there by Kalala. And that's going to stay in possession of Coon Rapids.
And that's fortunate that Blaine got a tip on it because there was a little miscommunication on between Tom and Kalala, and the pass, had it gotten through, Kalala had stopped up, so probably would have been a turnover. Instead, Cardinals another chance. Severson in the paint, can't get it to fall. Fights for her own rebound. That shot won't go. Looks like it was blocked by Imdyke, and the rebound controlled by Blaine. One out of the reach of Terry. She'll kick it up top. Imdyke an open look. She buries another 3.
Yeah, and again, she's good from outside the arc, and the Cardinals defensively need to know where she is, and they need to step up and put a hand on her, put someone in her face to avoid that open look.
Into the paint, and Tomboy kicks it back out to Roland Tom. Georgie right side for Tom. Ella Georgie for 3. That won't fall. Tomboy can't get to the rebound. Nearly got it away from Bryant, but now Haney pushes it up court to Franklin. Franklin into the paint, blocked away by Tomboy. Recovered by Haney. Able to kick it back out to Bryant, and now Terry in the corner.
Yeah, smart play just to get it back up top.
Allison Terry at the top, puts it on the floor.
Oh, that's going to be on Kalala. That'll be her third.
That'll be her 3rd.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how long Coach Wico lets her play with the 3 fouls. Getting two pretty quickly back to back early in the second half. Inbound goes to Imdyke, can't find room against Georgie, kicks it out to Haney. Bryant up top, and now Franklin on the right side. Haney for 3, that won't fall. Georgie the rebound ahead to Tomboy. Severson stopped up by Haney, gives it to Tom for 3. That'll be short. Rebound by Haney. Up court, bounces away from Franklin, but able to recover it. Imdyke, and now Franklin. Up top, Terry. Underneath, Haney all alone.
Yeah, just to break down the defense.
And a timeout for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Bengals doing a nice job, again, extending their lead here to start the second half. And again, we saw that a breakdown on defense leads to the easy bucket for Blaine. So just to, again, just step up, nice look underneath, like there. I'm sorry, that was Haney. Coach Wico just talking to the girls about, they've extended this lead. We have to do a better job defensively, and we've got to get defender up on a player, not allowing that open look from outside. And again, just the breakdown in defense on the last play, allowing an inside look for Haney.
Schlom's got a couple. Schloman. Haney's got a couple. Full court pressure. Georgie gets it to Rowan Tom. Working against Allison Terry into the front court for Severson. Caitlin Severson hands it off to Tom. And now Georgie. Severson to Sid Kerr in the corner. She steps up, baseline jumper in and out. And Haney with the rebound.
Yeah, I like the thought by Kerr just to give herself a better shot.
Franklin drives, left-handed shot won't go, gets her own rebound. That won't go either. Kerr there for the rebound.
We'll see a little more from Sid Kerr here with Kalala out of the lineup with 3 personals.
Ntombwe to Severson in the corner. A pump fake, now back to Ntombwe in the post. Forces one up through Franklin. Franklin took a elbow to the face. And now the foul is going to go against Severson after the steal.
No.
No?
Nope.
Well, it's going to go against Imdyke, and it'll be her third. Inbound to Ntombwe, back out. Severson for 3. That one's going to be short. Out off of Haney. Coon Rapids ball.
Cardinals still looking for their first points here in the second half.
Haney able to dig it away up court. Van Slooten able to score on the break.
Yeah, nice job getting it to Van Slooten, and she just beat Rowan Tom to the basket.
Severson hands off, and Ntombwe into the paint. Bucket and the foul.
Jenny just decides to take things into her own hand and drives down the lane, gets the contact in the basket. She has 9.
Free throw troubles continue and not able to cash in on the +1 opportunity. 16-point lead for Blaine, 13:27 to play second half. Softball pass attempt by Haney, knocked away by Kerr. Got through to Bryant though, underneath the basket for Ava Mecklin.
Yeah, Bryant doing a nice job of drawing the defense to her, and then the nice feed underneath for the easy basket for the Bengals.
I was going to mention that the good news was about halfway through the second period and no more scoring for the Blaine Bengal hockey team, and it looks like they just added to their lead now, up 7-1 over the Cardinals over at the Crick.
Call this on Kerr. That'll be her first, team 4th.
Casey Beck getting her first action of the game for the Cardinals.
I'm sorry, team 3rd.
Van Slooten right side, back up top to Garber. And now Jade Bryant on the left side. Oh, and another one quickly by the Bengals, 8-1. Three-pointer from the left side for Bryant won't go. Long rebound controlled by Rowan Tom. Able to find her way around, get it down low for Georgie. Georgie is fouled by Meglin.
And that's what the Cardinals need to do, is they have to work it underneath and try and use their size advantage, even though you're missing Nicole Post.
Georgie able to hit the first.
Dyke and Terry back in for Blaine.
And able to hit them both. Van Sluten behind the defense, blocked away by Georgie.
It's tough to go up against both Georgie and Tomboy when you're trying to drive the basket. It's just, you got to use that height. And you see Ella just slap that ball away.
Well, she got around behind Tomboy and kind of ran right into Georgie. Want to be able to take and lay it up, but that's just not always going to happen when you got a couple of 6-footers on the other side. Terry kicks it back. Van Sluten, little pump fake.
Gonna call it on Tom.
Yep.
That's her first, team fourth.
Pass was going to be a little too high and a turnover, but they're going to call it back for a little push in the back.
All of a sudden, 5 team fouls on the Cardinals.
Van Sluten for 3. That one's short. Rebound, lost, out of bounds. It'll be Bengal ball. Three-pointer for Imdyke is off the mark. Rebound control by Severson. Tom will come back to support and work it across midcourt against Van Sluten. Tried to hand it off. Getting a hand in, though, was Allison Terry. The 2 number 3s battle. Severson tried to force it ahead. Imdyke, smart play.
Very smart.
Off balance, threw it off of Georgie out of bounds. And her team able to reset.
Kalala's going to come back in with her 3 personals. Get a little smaller lineup in as Georgie's going to take a seat.
Van Sluten left side, back up top. Meglin will get it to Terry, looking for the baseline. Now backs out. Garber steps up and scores.
Yeah, again, just the defense let her step up and get the shorter look.
Kalala drives, left-hand shot won't go, but she gets a foul. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's Meglin's 4th. Team 4th.
Kalala nets it. Her first points of the game. And she hits them both. Bengals get it down court quickly. They've got
carried.
the numbers, and Jade Bryant.
Yeah, Cardinals tried to put on a press of their own, and the Bengals broke it easily, but unfortunately for Blaine, she carries.
If you get 2 steps before between bounces, it's probably an illegal dribble. Kalala ran into Imdyke, able to get it back, and then she's tripped up. Imdyke gonna pick up her 4th.
Yeah, that's a big personal. And she's going to come out, and Van Sluten will come back in.
Pass a little too tall for Ntambwe between her hands, and Haney's running the other way. Another block for Ntambwe coming from behind Schloman to knock it away.
Yeah, Jenny's just so active underneath the basket. See it again, just all ball.
And she's just a junior.
Yep, another year left.
Inbound up top to Garber, and now Haney, top of the key. Stops it up right side, back up to Garber. Poked away by Kalala. She gets the steal. And we'll get into the front court. Kalala splits a couple of defenders, tried to drop it off for Ntambwe, and Ntambwe not ready for it. And the Cardinals turn it over.
I'm not sure if Jenny thought that she was just going to drive the basket and try for the shot.
It looked that way, and,
Yep.
and Benny, good fake. She faked the defenders. Unfortunately, faked her teammate as well.
Timeout, Bengals. Played with a little difficulty that time from pressure from Coon Rapids, bringing it up the court.
There they are, the real stars of the show.
That's right.
Oh,
Look down, whole thing.
it's amazing how much our looks improved when we became Muppets.
Everybody needs a puppet.
Well, that's when I knew we had truly made it.
When we had puppets.
When all of a sudden the puppets came about. It's the best thing to come out of the quarantine, probably.
I think you're correct.
Highlight of my 2020.
Yeah.
Haney finally able to get it into Van Sluten with a little bit of trouble. She's pressured and stuck in the back court. A little give and go, got through. And then Van Sluten to Garber, baseline and a bucket.
Sophomore to sophomore. Nice, nice play there.
Tried to hand it off, and Annika Schloman said, thank you.
Thanks for the gift.
Bryant driving, little scoop shot won't fall. Got her own rebound, kicks it out. Schloman back to Haney for 3. That won't fall. Rebound by Ntambwe.
Under 9 remaining in this contest. Bengals up comfortably.
Pass went through the hands of Kalala. Another turnover, and Bengals will have the ball up by 18.
Yeah, I think Van Sluten had a little bit of effect on Kalala. She got a hand in the passing lane. And
Haney, 3 from the left side is short. Rowan Tom with the rebound. Up court to Severson. Severson will slow down. And up top with it is Benny Kalala.
that's a double dribble. Another turnover for Coon Rapids. Georgie back in for Coon Rapids.
A lot of movement, but the pass off the fingertips of Garber and out of bounds. Severson cross court to Tomboy in the paint. She's fouled and will go to line to shoot 2.
Call this one on Franklin, I believe.
Believe so.
Nope. Call on Haney. That's her 4th.
Her 4th. That's 2 biggest scorers with 4 points. A little easier to deal with when you're up 18. And Tomboy able to hit the first. More than halfway through this second half, just 2 points from the floor for the Cardinals in the second half. Their other 6 from the free throw line. Which on the one side is good that you're hitting free throws a little better, but
They called
and Tomboy a foul.
Yep. Her first, team 6th.
Garber runs the baseline, kicks it out. Terry for 3 from up top. That won't go. Tomboy the rebound, tied up by Van Sluten. Possession arrow favors the Bengals.
Oh, the Cardinals.
Or no, the Cardinals, sorry. Tom able to regather it, and Tomboy couldn't handle the pass.
And she's
And
going
then
to
she
get another
is
foul.
going to get another foul
Yep.
as she tried to bat it away from Franklin.
That'll
And
put
Latasia Franklin will go to the line
Yep.
to shoot a 1-and-1.
timeout, Coon Rapids. We're going to talk about things here. .709 remaining in this contest, and Bengals have, for the most part, been up handily all game long.
Well, since that 11-0 run
Yep.
they had midway through the first half, and the Cardinals just, no rhythm to their game at all,
No.
all night long. Defensively, they played relatively well. A number of big blocks for Jenny and Tomboy.
Yep.
Georgie has a couple as well. They've gotten some rebounds, and I think probably lead the rebound battle, but the turnovers and the missed opportunities and how many times they've been to the other end of the court just to get one shot and be done.
Well, and they should lead that rebound battle, even without Nicole Post. Franklin will get an opportunity here to see if she can add to the lead for the Bengals as our officials are calling for the Cardinals to get back to the floor.
I was up here just taking a look at the Hall of Fame,
Yep.
all state, and one Rachel Bana over there, and her all-state picture is not in a hockey uniform. She's up there as all-state for soccer, and she did not play her entire career. She did stop playing soccer. I think she played 2 of the 4 years. Pretty good hockey player.
Yeah, she wasn't bad. Went on to play for the Gophers, of course.
Got a couple of national
I was just gonna say,
championships.
some national championships under her belt.
Franklin makes 1 of 2. Throwing Tom back the other way. Severson battling, can't get it to fall. The rebound by Allison Terry. Getting help from Schloman.
They're going to call it timeout again. A little bit of trouble for the Bengals. We've seen that a couple of times here in the second half, bringing it down court. Cardinals doing a good job defensively, trying to limit what they want to do. And Coach Bruce Doohan calling the timeout. .640 remaining here, and the Bengals looking to move their record to 4-4 if they can hold on and get this win. They up fairly comfortably. Cardinals, if they cannot make the comeback, will drop to 1-3.
Well, and again, I think they look at it as being the slow start.
Yep.
That really hurt them. You know, just 17 points in the first half, and the scoring hasn't gotten any better here in the second. Franklin out of the corner, back up top, Schloman to Garber on the left side, back up top for Allison Terry. Garber kicks it out. Van Sluten up top. Terry will get it to Franklin for the 15-footer. That won't fall. Ella Georgie the rebound. Found in Tombway cutting to the lane. She's fouled by Van Sluten and will go to the line to shoot 2.
That'll be the 7th team foul on the Bengals. Van Sluten just her first here in this contest.
And Tombway able to hit them both.
She has 13. The lead scorer for the Cardinals. The turnover there by Blaine.
Bryant just not able to handle the pass. And Tombway inside will score.
Yeah, just a strong move by Jenny to get the rebound and then just curl inside for the bucket.
Imdyke looking for some room. Will kick it back. Bounced off the foot of Garber right into Beck's bread basket. And Tombway the other way, a little too hard with the left hand. Haney looking for some help. Long pass to Imdyke. Imdyke will take a three. That won't fall over the backboard and controlled by Tombway.
Well, Jenny just did a nice job of shielding her body, making sure she got the basketball.
Severson gets inside but can't score. Haney down court. And nearly another block for Tombway. I think she got a piece of that, but Garber able to finish. Severson's pass knocked away. She's able to recover. Both sophomores for the Bengals showing some defensive chops. Ella Georgie's three-pointer is short. The rebound by Tombway, able to score off the glass.
Cardinals are going to call a timeout with under 4 minutes remaining. And again, Tombway is getting the last 3 buckets here as she's gassed a little bit as she needed this break. She's got 17.
Well, there's only been 3 baskets from the floor for the Cardinals in this half. She's got all 3.
She's got all 3. Correct.
As well as 4 points from the line. So 10 points in the second half for Jenny Tombway, 17 in the game. Leads all scorers, but her team trailing by 13 with just under 4 minutes to play.
Really, obviously a low-scoring game by both sides. Cardinals looking to try and see if they can get some stops. As you mentioned, trailing by 13.
Well, the big key, coming into this week of play for the Cardinals was to avoid getting in big holes.
Yep.
And something they just did not do in the first half. And the second half have not done much to dig out of that hole. Again, just 3 baskets from the floor through 14 and a half minutes of play.
Yeah, the Bengals will be more than happy to take time off this clock with the lead.
I always wonder about this. It's a 13-point lead, but you got it by pushing the tempo.
Right.
And if you take yourself out of your own rhythm,
will it hurt your game?
Of course, if you're able to kill a minute off the clock with each possession, because there's no time clock in high school basketball, but Haney dragged the foot there and called for the travel.
No, if they could take a minute off the clock and then score, that would be perfect for them. That's exactly what they'd like to do.
Kalala will step in. Short jumper won't fall. Rebound and follow won't go for Beck. Rebound deflected out of bounds off the Bengals.
Heading for the tripod.
I was just going to say, watch out for the tripod. We've already got an insurance claim in on the first one. We don't.
Well, it's a good thing Dave Imme, he lifts weights all the time.
He's a pro.
He is a pro, so he's now doing the handheld on the shoulder because he's an All-American.
Georgie in the post, turns, shoots, and scores.
Cardinals are going to call a timeout again here, down by 11. Georgie with 6 on the night. Again, Coach Lico telling his team we need stops. We need to create turnovers. We need to make sure that when we do, that we score buckets. 2:39 remaining.
Shots in the boys hockey game. Just started the third period. Blaine leading 8-1. Shots on goal 46-7.
Well, it's a little better after giving up 30 in the first period.
True.
Only 16 in that second. Cut it in half just about. There's Red. Red in the house.
So there's proof. Crimped hair is a thing again.
Huh.
You know, when the 80s went away,
Oh, yeah.
there are certain things you thought, I'll
Never
never
come back?
see that again.
Yeah, well.
Crimped hair was
Never
among
say
those.
never.
Leg warmers. Leg warmers have come back, too. And Jenny and Tomboy definitely going to get the foul for that. Just ran into Garber a little too much.
Put her on the line. 1-on-1. 8th team foul on Coon Rapids.
Third for Jenny. And Garber hits the first and earns the second. Georgie able to get the rebound off the miss. Kalala working into the front court, passes wide to Georgie. Cross court, Severson, a little pump fake. And Tomboy drives and scores.
Yeah, she's such a force out there. Again, you have to be so concerned with her. And they do not have her up on the back on the scoreboard. They still have Beck in the lineup up on the scoreboard, but
Bengals got quickly to the other end, and rather than score on the fast break, they had the numbers. They decided to kick it back out and stall and burn some more time, which again, in theory is, you know, a solid strategy. But at the same time, if you take yourself out and you don't score,
right, like they did there,
you're giving that team a chance to get back in it when you've been controlling the tempo and the score all night.
Three.
And now a big three from Ella Georgie makes it a 7-point game. And again, quickly to the other end, and rather than take it straight to the basket, Bryant waits to be fouled and will go to the line.
That'll be her 4th, Benny Kalala. Again, just a nice look in the corner by Georgie. She drops it. She has 9 on the night. Big free throws for the Bengals with 1:19 remaining.
And Bryant able to hit them both. Full court pressure as Van Sluten watches Kalala closely. Kalala into the front court. And Tomboy to Severson. Try to get it back into it. And Tomboy, she's troubled. It's tied up. And this time the possession arrow does favor the Bengals.
It does.
1:01 to go, and they have the 9-point advantage. But again, it's looking like this one may end up the same way for the Cardinals. You know, dug a big hole and then end up getting it back to be close and respectable, but in the end, it's a loss. Imdyke just waits for the foul. It comes from Kate Severson. Imdyke will shoot 2. Oh, no, 1-1 still.
No, it's their 10th.
No, that is their 10th.
So she'll shoot 2.
I'll learn this game eventually. Give me another 23 years. Kalala nearly lost it to Van Sluten, able to get it back. Rowan Tom in the corner. Rotate around, Severson to Ntombwe in the post. She scoops it up and in.
She has, I believe, 21 since they haven't put her back on the scoreboard since she's been back.
Haney in some trouble. They call timeout so as not to cough up the ball. 13 seconds left. They can pretty much salt this one away.
They can. And like we had mentioned, the record will go to 4-4. And the Cardinals will fall to 1-3.
Boys hockey on Saturday. It's going to be senior night for the Cardinals, and there's a lot of them. Girls hockey on Tuesday at Centennial in their beautiful new rink.
Yep.
And then we'll see the boys basketball team against Champlin Park on Friday the 19th. Back to the drawing board for Coach Wico and his Cardinals.
That'll be it for Kalala. Her 5th. Back in for Coon Rapids.
Kim Dyke misses the second. She's got 14 to lead the Bengals. Three-pointer for Severson is good.
She drains it. That'll do it, though.
And again, back within 7 to make it look respectable, but at the end of the day, a loss due to a very slow start.
Yeah. And again, that's been what's happening to Coon Rapids so far this season, is getting, as you mentioned earlier in the game, is getting in that hole and getting down fairly large and not being able to dig out of it in the second half.
Yeah, it is a problem that is a number of teams have had throughout the years here at Coon Rapids, and it's a tough way to play the game.
It is.
You know, scoring first, playing with the lead.
Yep.
Makes things a whole lot easier, but it's still, you know, 4th game, 1-3. They'll go back to the drawing board, and
They will.
And you know, hope to have a little better start in their game later this week. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. It's Blaine 50, Coon Rapids 43. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.